I want to show you something deeply important today, something that sheds light on your health, your biology, and the very reality you create every single day. Let's start at the most fundamental level. Your body is powered by energy. Without energy, there's no life. It's that simple. Every single cell in your body, from your brain to your toes, runs on it. The currency of this energy is a molecule called a TP adenosine triphosphate. Think of ATP as the gasoline for your biological engine. Now, just like you have a financial budget, you also have an energy budget. And how you spend that energy budget determines the quality of your life. Here's a mind-blowing fact to put this into perspective. 25% of all your body's energy is used by your brain. A full quarter of your daily energy supply. That means that simply thinking is a high-energy activity, comparable on a biological level to running a marathon. Every thought you have, every little worry or daydream, draws from your precious energy account. This is where it gets real. Many of the thoughts we have on a daily basis are actually draining us. Think about feelings like fear, frustration, worry, or resentment. These emotions aren't just abstract feelings. They create measurable chaos in the body. If we look at a brain scan while someone is feeling impatient or stressed, we can see it clearly. Their heart rhythm becomes erratic and incoherent. It's like slamming on the gas and the brakes at the same time in your car. What happens? You burn fuel, create a lot of noise, but you go nowhere. The result is that energy is lost. Your heart and your brain, which are meant to work in beautiful harmony, fall out of sync. When this happens, you no longer believe in your future because your body is literally burning through its reserves just to get through the present moment. You're becoming energetically bankrupt. It's just like writing checks from an empty bank account. You re-spending energy on thoughts and emotions that give you no return, only digging you into a deeper hole. This is where the biology of belief comes into play. Your thoughts aren't just fleeting, passive things. They are powerful. What you repeatedly focus on becomes your biological reality. Your brain doesn't just observe the world. It actively creates your experience of it. So if you're constantly investing your energy in fear, self-doubt, or resentment, you're not just wasting energy, you are wiring those very emotions into your biology and, in a way, inviting more of those experiences into your life. But here's the incredible news, you can change that. You have the power to shift this entire dynamic. When the heart enters a coherent, rhythmic state like a steady, powerful drumbeat, it sends a wave of healing, organizing energy up to the brain. It's like tossing a pebble into a still pond and watching the beautiful, orderly ripples spread out. This wave of energy literally resets the brain. Suddenly, in this state, your thoughts clear. Your vision sharpens. You step out of survival mode and into a creative state, what scientists call coherent alpha brainwaves. In this state, you finally quiet that inner critic, that nagging voice that says, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do it." You stop analyzing everything to death and you start to imagine. You start to dream. This is where creation truly begins. And where does it all start? It starts in the heart. When you fall in love with your future, not just think about it, but truly feel it in your body, your heart opens. When this happens, your body releases a cascade of amazing chemicals like oxytocin and nitric oxide. These chemicals relax your arteries, they literally fill your heart with more blood, and they synchronize your entire system. You become fully present in the moment. You feel energized, not drained. In this open-hearted state, your heart begins to emit a powerful magnetic field, which can be measured up to 3 meters wide. Now, instead of just reacting to life as it happens to you, you are actively creating it. That magnetic field is a frequency, and frequency carries information. So if you are generating feelings of wholeness, gratitude, and joy, your thoughts, which are the blueprint of your future, are now riding on a powerful frequency that matches them. You are broadcasting the signal for the reality you want to create. But here's a crucial distinction. You cannot attract from a place of lack. If you're feeling desperate or needy, that's a completely different frequency. Neediness repels. Wholeness attracts. So start asking yourself this powerful question throughout your day. Is this thought worth the energy? Is it enhancing my life, or is it draining it? If I gave you an energy checkbook and every single thought was a check you had to write, would you spend your energy differently? You have to become intentional. If you want a new future, a new relationship, a new life, you must first become emotionally whole. You need to practice feeling the love, the joy, The abundance asterisk, every single day asterisk, not because those things are already in your life, but because you are generating the energy that will attract them. That is when amazing things begin to happen. When your heart is so full that you feel like you're overflowing, you give not because you're trying to get something, but simply because you have so much to share. And every time you give from this place of wholeness, your heart expands, your immune system strengthens, and your energy actually multiplies. That's the real magic. When two people come together, not out of need, but in a state of wholeness, their energies combine and amplify. The result is a relationship built on love and creation, not dependency. Instead of reinforcing each other's fears or doubts, you amplify each other's joy, creativity, and strength. So the ultimate takeaway is this: your energy is a finite, precious resource. Use it wisely. Your thoughts are powerful investments. Make them count. And your heart is the creative center of your being. Open it. When you become whole, you attract wholeness. And that's how we stop just surviving, and we truly start thriving. Have you ever wondered if the way you think can actually change your life? I mean, really change it, right down to your cells? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but what if I told you it's not just philosophy, but actual science? Today, we're diving deep into a powerful idea: how your thoughts carry real energy and how your beliefs can literally shape your biology. If you've ever felt stuck or wondered if your mind has the power to affect your body and your reality, then you're in the right place. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn could shift your entire perspective on who you are and what you're capable of. Let's start with a mind-blowing fact. Everything in the universe, from the stars in the sky to the device you're watching this on, is made of energy. And guess what? Your thoughts are no different. Every single thought that crosses your mind isn't just a fleeting idea. It emits a frequency, a measurable form of energy. Think of your brain as a powerful broadcasting station. Neurologists have shown us for decades that when you think, your brain produces electrical impulses. We can see these as brainwaves on an EEG machine. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. These electrical signals don't just stay confined within your skull. They radiate out, sending messages throughout your entire body and even subtly influencing the environment around you. So what kind of signals are you sending? When you think a positive, hopeful thought like, "I can do this," or "I am grateful for today," your brain releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine and serotonin. These are your body's natural mood boosters. They not only make you feel happier, but they also lower inflammation and support your body's healing processes. On the flip side, when you're stuck in a loop of negative thoughts, worrying, stressing, or criticizing yourself, your brain triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. In small doses, these are fine. They help you in a fight-or-flight situation. But when you live in that state, chronically elevated cortisol can wreak havoc on your health, suppressing your immune system, raising your blood pressure, and accelerating aging. In this way, your mind literally becomes a tool. The question is, are you using it for healing or for harm? This brings us to an incredible field of science known as the biology of belief, a concept brought into the mainstream by the brilliant cellular biologist, Dr. Bruce Lipton. Through his groundbreaking research, Dr. Lipton discovered something that challenges a fundamental assumption many of us have about our health. He found that our beliefs, the things we hold to be true about ourselves and the world, can directly influence how our genes are expressed. This field is called epigenetics. Let me break that down. For a long time, we thought our DNA was our destiny. You get the genes you're given, and that's that. But epigenetics shows us that's not the whole story. Your genes are more like a library of blueprints, and it's your perception of the environment, your beliefs, that decides which blueprints get read and which ones stay on the shelf. Let's make this more concrete. Imagine it's flu season. If you hold a deep-seated belief that you're the kind of person who always gets sick, that you're vulnerable, your body may actually align with that belief. The chronic stress and fear associated with that thought can weaken your immune response, making you more susceptible to illness. Your belief didn't magically create the virus, but it created the perfect internal environment for it to thrive. This shows us that it's not just what happens to you, but how you perceive and believe it will affect you that determines your biological response. Your perception acts as the filter between reality and your body. Change the filter, and you change the outcome. So, if our thoughts and beliefs are this powerful, how do we start using this information in our daily lives? How do we go from understanding the theory to actually creating change? The good news is, People have been doing this for centuries through practices like meditation, prayer, and visualization. And now, modern science is catching up and explaining why they work. Studies on mindfulness and meditation have shown remarkable results: reduced stress, lower blood pressure, improved focus, and even a stronger immune system. Why? Because when you meditate, you're consciously training your mind to stop the chaotic, negative thought loops. You're intentionally directing your thought energy to send calm, healing signals to every single cell in your body. And what about the placebo effect? This is perhaps the most famous and undeniable proof of the mind's power. A patient is given a simple sugar pill but is told it's a powerful new medicine. In a significant number of cases, the patient's condition improves, sometimes dramatically. The pill itself did nothing, but the patient's unwavering belief that they were receiving a cure was enough to trigger their body's own internal pharmacy and initiate a real, physiological healing process. That's not magic. That's the biology of belief in action. Your mind is not a separate entity floating around in your head. It is the control panel for your entire physical being, and your beliefs are the code you program into it. Ready to become the programmer of your own reality? Here are 3 simple, practical ways you can start harnessing the energy of your thoughts and beliefs today. First, practice mindful awareness. Your thoughts often run on autopilot, and many of them can be negative and self-sabotaging. The first step is to simply start noticing them without judgment. When you catch a negative thought like, "I'm not good enough," just pause. Acknowledge it, and then consciously replace it with an empowering one, like, "I am capable and I am learning." You are the gatekeeper of your mind. Second, incorporate positive affirmations. This might sound a bit cheesy, but you are literally rewiring the neural pathways in your brain. By repeating positive statements about yourself and your life every day, you start to build new, stronger pathways that support a positive self-concept. Say them out loud, write them down, look at yourself in the mirror and say, "I am healthy. I am strong. I am worthy of love and success." Repetition is key. You're overwriting the old negative code with new, life-affirming instructions. Third, use the power of visualization. Your brain doesn't always know the difference between a real experience and one that's vividly imagined. Top athletes have used this technique for years. Before a competition, they see themselves executing every move perfectly. They feel the victory. You can do the same. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and see your goals and dreams as if they've already happened. Don't just see it, feel the emotions associated with it. Feel the joy, the pride, the gratitude. By doing this, you're creating an energetic template for your body and the universe to align with. These aren't just mental tricks. You are literally reshaping your brain structure and influencing your cellular biology with every conscious thought. The energy of thought and the biology of belief give us an incredible gift. They remind us that we are not passive victims of our genes or our circumstances. We are powerful co-creators of our lives. You hold the remote control. You have the ability to change the channel from one of fear and limitation to one of empowerment, health, and abundance. So I invite you to start today. Change your thoughts, transform your beliefs, and watch as your reality begins to shift in ways you may have never imagined possible. You have more power than you know. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the mind. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future explorations into the power of the human spirit. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, be mindful, be powerful, and take care.